Okay, we're going to create a new data source, and that will be serials. Okay, serials database, data set. All right, so data source create. Okay, browse and serial. Okay, so you will be doing these steps so often that in a couple of weeks, then you'll be experts in this. You'll do it quickly. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Okay. I'm going to select advanced, and we will keep the defaults for metadata. Okay, click next. And we'll quickly review this. Okay, so we'll keep everything as is. Okay, all we are trying to do is to set up so now let's bring in serial down here. Okay, run it. Okay. Now impute is in modify. Okay. Modify impute. Okay. So bring impute down and connect. All right. So now we have class variable and interval variables. Okay, so whatever default method we select, that method will be used for all the interval variables. So you have replace with mean or maximum or minimum, median, mid-range, distribution. Okay, that is your regression analysis. Okay, if you use distribution, that will use the regression analysis to do the imputation. Now, tree and tree surrogate there is a methodology that we will be discussing that is called decision tree analysis. You can use decision tree analysis for imputing also. So we will look at that at that time. We'll talk about that decision tree method. Okay. That can be done. Like decision tree is like regression. It's a different method. That's all. Okay. So we can use that. So let's say distribution. All right. And then for class variables, again, we have count. So that will be the mode. Okay. It will use the value that occurs most. Okay. And see what is distribution. And then you have tree method and so on. Default constant. Suppose you want any missing value to be replaced by that one particular value, whatever that you want. So you can do that. And I'm not sure what distribution is. Now, of course, we can go and check in help, and that will tell you. Then the one important thing that we need to note here is that sometimes the very fact that we are having to, we have a missing value and we have imputed a missing value, that could have a predictive ability, because some variables may have a tendency for a certain group of people not to answer. So that itself may have some predictive power, the very fact that there was a missing value. So to use that, we can have indicator variable. Okay, so we can either have single or, okay, now imputed variable specifies for which type of variables the indicator variable should be generated. So we will have, if imputation happened in a particular variable, you will have a indicator variable that okay, this observation had an imputed value. And you can do that for the entire observation, or you can have individual variables. Okay, for each variable, if it was imputed, then you'll have, so that will be unique. Okay, so now let's run this. Click OK. And exported data. Okay. Browse. So you see that you have, since we selected unique, okay, for each variable there is an indicator variable. Okay, so imputation for carbon, imputation for potassium, imputation for sugar, and it will have 0 if there was no imputation, or it will have a 1 if a value was imputed. So here, in this observation, the value for sugar was imputed. Okay, and value for carbohydrate was also imputed. Okay. So the reason for this is the very fact that imputation happened can have predictive value, and you can have unique predictors for each variable that got imputed, or you can have just one variable, a single indicator variable, that will only say that one of those variables got imputed. Okay, so usually unique would be better because you'll have more granular kind of data. Okay, all right.